today the focus is going to be my most popular offering, which is organic social media. So long story short, I am an agency owner. I've been in this business for about 4 years now. And as David said, everything that I'm going to talk about today and everything that I teach in any of my courses or videos or things like that, none of it's theory. None of it's like, I have a good idea and you should take a risk and try this. This is all stuff that I've done. A lot of stuff that I learned from other people that are smarter than me. I took bits and pieces and I put this together, and I realized that there's a lot of money to be had on social media. I was actually doing this kind of stuff back when I was selling cars, and I wasn't good at selling cars, like at all. But I could get people in the door because I had a presence and stuff like that. So been in this business a few years, and I realized that back when I started as an all-state producer, so yes, I've been captive, and for you captive folks, this stuff works for you too. So keep that in mind, because I've been there and I know how restrictive it can be for you sometimes. I hate cold calling. Again, it's a method that can work. Now for B2B, it works really, really well if you're good at it, but there are simply more efficient ways. Cold calling is effective, but it's not necessarily efficient. There is a difference there. So I realized I hated that. Then I'm like, man, I got to get some business to come to me. And so I started learning about, technology in general, but particularly live video with whatever you got going on, where you're talking to people. Other times it's a pre-produced video that you made to entertain your audience and talk about your agency or whatever the case may be. The importance of that is when you're on video, people get to see the real you, even more so than just opening your profile. Video is one of the best ways to market to people or sell to people, for lack of a better term, other than face-to-face, or on the phone, because they get to hear your voice, they get to see you. And even if you stutter, even if you're nervous, be the real authentic you and just do it. Because again, people like to do business with authentic people that they know that are real, that they can trust. Excuse me. Now, the question's probably going to come, Tyler, should I do live videos or should I do pre-recorded videos or should I do YouTube videos? We're going to get into that as well. Live videos get pushed the hardest by Facebook. Go live on your personal page, check into your business page, and talk to your audience. And be live for at least 5 minutes is, sorry guys, got the hiccups. Being live for at least 5 minutes is the best because it gives Facebook time to build an audience. You ever notice that if somebody goes live, you get notifications on your phone even if Facebook's not open, and it's usually only from certain people, like, hey, this person went live, and it's like, oh, Facebook's reaching out to people on your behalf to try to build that audience for you. So you want to be live for at least 5 minutes if you do that. And then you talk to your audience, tell them how you're there to help them, talk to everybody that joins the live feed, ask them how they're doing, get them to talk to you, and pitch them. Now, a pre-recorded video gets pushed pretty hard by Facebook as well, not quite as hard as a live video, but pre-recorded videos, if they're entertaining, actually get shared a little bit more. Now, you want to upload them directly to Facebook. You don't want to use YouTube. You can upload to YouTube, but I wouldn't post a YouTube link on Facebook because you tend to get punished for that. The algorithm will punish you for posting an outside link, especially YouTube. I'm not saying you won't get any engagement, not saying it can't go viral. I'm saying it's much less likely. So if you're going to do a pre-recorded video, add yourself a little background music, maybe an intro and an outro, maybe make it entertaining, and just talk to your audience. It doesn't have to be perfectly produced. In fact, sometimes it's better if it's not, because having that homemade feel, because it was done on your camera phone and maybe you're walking around town or in your backyard, it gives it a more authentic air. Again, people are on Facebook to be entertained, and if it feels like a fully produced commercial, then they often won't, they'll just skip right over it because they're like, yeah, this isn't that entertaining, So you want your videos to be entertaining. But getting on video, if you have a fear of being on camera or a fear of public speaking, you need to get over that as quick as you can. Again, I'm sometimes socially awkward. I stutter sometimes. I don't always even know exactly what to say, but I do it because people get to see the real me, and they're like, this person stutters like me, okay, I feel somewhat connected with them. I know that's a weird specific example, but it's a real example. You want them to see the real you. And again, not only does Facebook push it harder, but people are, if you're not on video very often and all of a sudden you're live, people are going to go, oh, He's live? Now I'm curious. Why is he live? Boop. And there you are talking about insurance. What if 100 of your friends watched that live video and you had a really good pitch and your phone number on there? You think there's a decent chance someone's going to reach out to you? They might, especially if you've been posting entertaining content. So, getting on video, they get to see the real you. It's really, really important. There was a guy who, he's no longer in the insurance field. He actually moved on, and now he works for one of the most well-known sales and marketing and life coaches in the industry. He's like I think he's the vice president of his company now. And no, I don't take credit for this. I'm just saying he had a fear of getting on video when he was selling insurance, and he bought some training from me, and I said, okay, dude, here. I wrote him out what I called a one-day marketing plan. I said, post this kind of content at this time, this kind of content at this time, this kind at this time, this kind at this time, and then at this time of day, after you've done that, you're going to go live on Facebook for at least a few minutes. And he did it. Dude, he was nervous. He forgot to do the intro the way that I said, but he did it. And he stuttered. He didn't always look at the camera, but he got 2 leads out of it. And when he was done, he was like, Tyler, that felt so good. It's done. I think it's going to be easier next time. And it gets easier and easier and easier. So getting on video, you're going to get pushed by the Facebook algorithm to get more of an audience, but you're also going to get a lot more attention. People, again, they get to see you. They get to decide right there. If they've never seen you on video, they've never interacted with you in person or on the phone, it's going to help them start deciding if they like you or not. And if they like you, they feel like they can trust you because you're being your authentic self, they're more likely to reach out. At the very least, they're more likely to think of you later. Because if you've done 6 or 7 videos over the course of a month or two, and they know you've done it every time, and they've been about insurance, the next time one of their friends says they need insurance, that person's going to think of you. And they're going to go, you know what? I know this person on Facebook. Here they are. Let me tag them. Happens all the time. I had a guy message me the other week that said, he's been using this to build his brand. And in various groups, when somebody says they need insurance, he gets tagged all the time. And if you get on video, that's going to happen more often because more people are going to see you and they're going to decide whether or not they like you. Maybe they won't. And if they don't, that's okay. Because if they don't like the authentic you don't want to do business with that person anyway. You want to do business with people that trust you and like you and will stay with you even when their rates go up because they like you. Does that make sense? Getting on video is a really good step. Now, I haven't been able to get on video in a while because I got banned from going live. It got lifted not too long before we did this. I got hit by the Facebook algorithm because a few years ago I made that a post, that Wayne Gretzky quote, forgive me if I screw up the wording, you will miss all of the shots you never take or something like that. You'll miss 100% of the shots that you never take. In other words, if you're afraid to take a shot, but you take it, you might make it. But if you don't make it, you never will. And I posted that. And so somebody made a joke on the post. They said, BS, I haven't got my flu shot, still no flu. It was just a play on words. And I commented, hacks, make the joke. You're hacking life. No way. It can't be real, right? Just playing into the joke. And then 4 years later, 3.5 years later, last month, Facebook said that my comment was dangerous content. The algorithm, for some reason, thought I was saying something that I wasn't. So I haven't been able to get on video in a while, but that's lifted now. So in any case, getting on video will get people to see you. They'll remind them that you exist. And while they're there on the video, you can give people calls to action. People join a live video. They're like, hey, man, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. You should shoot me a message. And you still haven't talked to me about your insurance. You totally should. People respond to that. Give them calls to action. Video is super powerful.